Maxxxine, the third installment in the Ty West Mia Goth series. Now, I want to address the first thing off the bat, the thing that kind of struck me funny and bothered me the entire time. As I watched this movie, all three of these movies are a trilogy: Pearl, X, and Maxxxine. Now, Pearl is a prequel to the entire series, but it came out after X, and Mia Goth plays the main character in this film. She is the younger version of the old lady that's in this film. No spoilers. And this one here is a continuation of X, where Mia Goth plays the main character that she played in this, just a different version, and she is an adult movie actress trying to get into the regular mainstream movies and break into Hollywood. Now, with that being said, all three of these movies, to me, honestly feel like standalone films. I think they work better that way. They're very loosely tied together, and it has this like TV series, episodic American Horror Story vibe, and I got that from every single one of them. Now, I do like them. I think they're okay. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I like X a little more, but really the only reason, I'm kind of a sucker for Jenna Ortega. I'll watch anything she's in, and that's why I got the film. That's why I started even getting into these, because the elevated horror genre is not really my thing. I like horror comedies and slasher. I've been watching movies for a very long time, and I watch pretty much everything. Sometimes I watch some like pretentious Criterion Collection movies that people find boring, and sometimes I just watch Nightmare on Elm Street because it's one of my favorites, you know? And so it just doesn't, to me, the film doesn't matter as long as it's a good movie. And I think this is a good movie for all of its, everything it set out to do. But as far as slasher films, it's not high on my list. And it being this elevated horror that's supposed to make you think and, you know, give you a little bit of mystery and stuff, I feel that everything that Ty West used to create this film, all of his influences and everything like that, you kind of see it. You know, there's definitely a great homage to Alfred Hitchcock with the Psycho House in this film. But that's another thing. A lot of the newer films that have been being made recently pay homage or give you that member berry juice to older films, things that you might love and things that came before. And every single time that that's happened, all I have wanted to do is hurry up and finish the current film so I can watch that old film that I love. And when they did that here, I didn't have that vibe. I didn't get that urge. I don't know if it just kind of just had that lackluster feel. Now you have this grand display of the Psycho House. And then there's another scene where they run into it. You have two times where the film comes up and it shows off the Psycho House, and I did not have any interest in finishing this to then hurry up and go watch Psycho again. And it's a film I love, and I revisit it at least yearly, so it is coming due to the time that I probably want to watch it again. But after watching this, I didn't have that vibe. And so I don't know if it just didn't use it right for me, or it's just I wasn't into this film the way I thought I would be. As it feels like this American Horror Story elevated TV show, it also felt empty. For as grand as it was, there's scenes where she's running through this empty backlot of Hollywood. She's running through all of it, and there's nobody around. It's kind of dead. And I understand that they're not always making movies and TV shows, but generally, there's at least somebody, maintenance people, security people, and somebody does eventually show up, but she manages to run from one side of the studio to the other and then run into the Psycho House, and there's nobody along the way, and it just kind of feels empty. There's another scene where she's in a police station, and she's talking to the police, and they're investigating her, asking her questions, and there's nobody. And I can't remember a single movie to date that I've ever seen a police station scene where it was empty and there's like nobody in it. Even like the ones where they're showing a police station late night and somebody's working late night, there's usually somebody else around, you know, but this was a daytime scene and there was like nobody. There ended up being a scene towards the end of it where somebody walks past a door and you see their silhouette in the window to let you know that the building's not empty. But other than that, that's kind of how it felt. And that's how it feels on most modern films. They're not as big productions as they used to be. There's more people making the film and doing all the digital special effects and all the background work than there is actually on the screen, giving you this feel of a bigger, larger world. And it's very noticeable to me. So this is something that, while I don't love it, I don't hate it. It really feels like this episodic TV show, and for this, it was a one and done. I don't really have an urge to revisit it. Um, but like I said, I think everybody did a great job. But as far as like the slasher vibe, there was only like one on-screen kill, a couple off-screen kills. You see some body parts at one point. To me, it's not really a slasher or horror, and I get there's this entire genre of elevated horror that people love, and as I was looking into this myself, there's fans that are completely split on this. This one here, there's a bunch of people that claim they love it, and there's a bunch of people that claim that they hate it. I think it's fine. Now, as far as getting this on the 4K, that's the problem where I think I would have just preferred the Blu-ray. There's a whole aesthetic of this movie. It was shot digitally on this, let me check my notes. It was shot digitally on this Sony Venice 2 and Red Komodo. They also used different lenses to give you this whole aesthetic and vibe from that period. And then they added some digital film noise to the film to give you that grain look. And, you know, that's all fine. But at the same time, as I'm watching this on the 4K, it is a muddied up, dirtied version of the film that, you know, everything that they set out to do, the look that they were going for, they nailed it. But when I got this 4K, I was a little disappointed because, you know, I do expect a heightened, sharper picture. And while it looked good, it was also dirty and muddied. And then when you compare it to these two films, they have their look all their own. But even on the Blu-ray, this has a whole different look with that dirty, muddy image, and these don't. Saving $5. And again, it's not a lot of money, but I didn't need the 4K. I think the Blu-ray would have been perfectly fine. As you know, the quality difference from this Blu-ray to the 4K, it's a very minor difference, and I think that the aesthetic looks a little bit better on the Blu-ray. Now, as far as all that goes, again, I think it's fine. I think these work more as standalones. They're loosely tied together, and I feel like this was like a Netflix TV show put out in the movie theaters. That's exactly how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the movie. But I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm not getting rid of it. But I don't know if I'm going to revisit it anytime soon, because I only ever did get this one because Jenna Ortega. You know, as you're following the links down below, you'll notice that we do have the store that's live. All the shirts are available. And if you do follow me on social media and you pick up something from the store, tag me in it. Let me know, because that's super awesome. We've had a couple of them hit doorsteps lately. I love the shirts. I love the feedback. If you want to watch more movie reviews, check out this video right here. And with that, watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.